Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Geppetto here again, back in the building. Did you guys subscribe? Did you like a few videos? Comment? I'ma wait. Red button right there. I'ma wait. Alright, today what I want to talk to you guys about is what it's like working at a hotel. So many people ask me like, yo, what is it like working at a hotel? You've been working at hotels for a while, and I have. I've actually worked for about 4 different hotel chains in the last like 4 to 5 years. And I want to give perspective on the good and bad parts about working at a hotel. I've worked at a hotel as a bartender, and I've also worked at a hotel as an agent. So let me give you the insight what it's like to work at a hotel. First, let me give you the pros. The good part about working at a hotel, hands down, is the benefits. You get hotel discounts. When I'm talking about discounts, I'm talking about really good discounts, because you could always find a cheap flight somewhere, and then you always want to stay in a nice hotel when you go out of state or out of the country or whatnot. When you work for a hotel discounts can be anywhere from cheap as $30 a night to as much as like 80 to 100. And you guys know some hotels, the nicer hotels, are very expensive. So your hotel discount definitely comes in clutch whenever you want to travel. So that would be the one pro about working at a hotel, is the hotel discount. All right. The second pro about working at a hotel is that you get to meet a very diverse clientele. You get to meet and see people all around the world. You can run into business clienteles, people traveling from out of the country or another state that you may want to visit to, and it's really good because I've made very good connections just from working at a hotel. So when I go to other states, you know, I might look out for somebody a little bit, you know, upgrade their room, or, you know, hook them up with a free little breakfast coupon, and they might say, hey, whenever you're in such and such, look for me, or I work for this place or I work for that place, and hey, yo, hit me up and I got you. So that's the great thing about working for a hotel, is that you get to meet all different types of people on a regular basis. The third good thing about working for a hotel is that most of the bigger hotel chains are always developing and expanding, so you do have an opportunity for growth pretty quickly in the company. I know people who have been with hotel chains for a little over 2 years, and they went from agent or whatever to supervisor and manager pretty quickly. And the hospitality industry is a very good industry to get into if you like interacting with people and traveling. One of my good friends, she right now travels and helps open hotels across the world. So that's her only job, is to go help them set up, help train the employees, and then open up a hotel. So that's exciting. So your growth within the company can happen pretty rapidly and fast. So I would say that's another good point about working with a hotel. Now, let me give you the bad side about working for a hotel, because even though I gave you guys some good clues about what the good things that happen, there's also a lot of bad that can happen. Number one, most hotels, every department is like one man for himself. And when I say that, it means that the front office is different from food and beverage. Food and beverage is different from housekeeping. Housekeeping is different from valet. And you would think that we all work at one hotel, that everybody works in unison, and that's not the case. Whenever a guest is angry, whoever the guest is complaining to, most departments try to just put the blame on somebody else. So, and it could be a domino effect. So let's say valet is backed up, okay? Valet can be backed up. They can be mad with the valet. So now the guest is angry coming into the hotel. They come to the front desk, yelling at the front desk agents. Meanwhile, we don't have anything to do with valet. Valet is a whole separate department. So when we try to rectify valet, you know, whatever happens, you know, the guest ends up, let's say we give them free dinner coupon or free breakfast coupon. Now, they might go to the food and beverage side and start creating hell over there. And then they might finally get to their room, and then their room may not be clean. So it's 4 departments, like literally like blaming each other for why this guest is mad. And when a guest leaves a hotel, they have to do a survey, or they go on TripAdvisor or like Google reviews. And whenever a bad review comes in for a particular property, especially the bigger properties that I've worked for, it goes to like the general manager of the hotel. And the general manager of the hotel, especially if the person leaves a review and like he or she knows names or departments, oh my gosh, trust me, the general manager will come down or send like a serious email like, hey, we just got a bad score, and whoever this person is, they need to be written up or they need to be suspended. So sometimes it might not even be your fault. Like I said, a valet may have gotten the person upset, but the person might have come to the front desk and you have nothing to do with what they did at valet, and you can't just give the person what they want. So you might try to reason with the person, but the person might be so mad. So then your name may be the only name that the person remembers, so then you get in trouble. And that happens quite often. I know quite a few hotel people who have gotten fired over like a guest complaint, and they really didn't have anything to do with why the guest was mad. So the bad part is most departments in a hotel, they don't work in unison, and it's kind of like a game of hot potato, everybody blaming everybody else. The second part I don't like about working for hotels is it's a really high turnover rate in certain departments. So housekeeping, all the hotels I work for, they just don't know how to treat housekeepers. And I want to salute everybody who cleans room and keeps a hotel clean, because they're really the heart and soul of the operation. Because if we don't have clean rooms, we don't have, clean facility, people are not going to want to stay there. And more often than not, housekeepers just get fed up, and they just quit. And I've been at different properties where entire housekeeping staffs have just like quit at one time. So then you trying to check a guest in, and then you're seeing that all these rooms are dirty. It's even gotten so bad to the point where management has started like begging agents to go try to clean rooms to get it prepared for guests, because guests don't want to hear, I'm sorry, the room is dirty, give us a little bit. When guests try to check in and their rooms is dirty, it's hell breaks loose. They want their rooms ASAP, and if you don't give them their room by 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. or whatever the property is, the time check-in, they literally will start calling corporate, sending emails, leaving reviews, and again, it comes right back to you. Go to the general manager and you can get in trouble for something that has nothing to do with you, which sucks. So again, with hotels, it's kind of like Peter paying for Paul. A lot of times, you may not have anything to do with it, but your department or whatever can get in trouble. All right. Another part about working for a hotel that I don't really like is a sense of entitlement with some of the preferred guests. Some hotels have like a regular member, gold member, platinum member, silver member, whatever the case may be. All right. Some of these guests literally want you to kiss their ass. They will come in, and if they can't get an upgrade, if they can't get this, if they can't get that, they're cussing you clean out at the front desk. Cussing you out, getting your name, sending an email to the top person. And again, you might have a situation where all the suites, you might have a platinum guest that is coming in. All the suites that you had available, they went. People came in and rented out the suites. And a platinum guest would come in there and raise hell. You could do everything to accommodate them. You could give them a really good room, give them free breakfast for the week, give them extra member points, all this good stuff. And guess what? They will still complain about you because they don't have what you don't have what they want. And when I tell you, those reviews and complaints, when you work for a hotel, they are very crucial, because especially if they could name your name and your department, you will get in trouble. And I've seen many people get fired because of that. My whole thing about working at a hotel, it is fun, but it comes with a lot of baggage as well. I mean, does the pros outweigh the good? Or I don't know, it's kind of 50-50 because I stopped working at hotels full time because it was just way too much drama. And like I said, a lot of times you would get in trouble, whatever department you're in, for another department. And then as much as you try to plead your case to management, like, look, I'm just a bartender. I don't have nothing to do. Why this guy was mad that his car took forever to come out of LA and the front desk people didn't have the room ready. He came to the bar and started cussing me out, and I didn't give him, I didn't serve him because he was yelling at me. And then they might even say, well, hey, you're supposed to do everything in your power to make the guests happy, which I don't agree with. So yes, the hotel benefits are nice and all that stuff, but sometimes some of the preferred guests and the entitlement is way too much, and sometimes it's just very frustrating. So if you want to work for a hotel, I would say you have to have tough skin. You have to be able to adapt with change because every day is something different. And you have to just be able to be a good people's person, because trust me, you're gonna see everybody come into a hotel. I'm talking about from the most ghetto and ratchet girl who booked her reservation through Hotwire and she wants the moon and the stars, to the most elite rich businessman who wants his shoes shine. He wants a bellhop to carry his carry-on to the room. Yes, that's how petty some of these guests are. Some guests will be like, yeah, I don't feel like carrying my backpack or my computer bag up to the room. Can you have somebody carry it up to the room for me? Which is crazy, but that's a whole nother story. So again, if you guys work for a hotel, let me know some other stories, man. Tell me your experiences. Like I said, I do work for a hotel now. I can't say the brand, but I only work there part-time just for the benefits. But at this point in time, I think I'm kind of outgrowing the hospitality industry, but it's good practice for me because I really and truly want to open up a boutique hotel, hopefully within the next 10 years. And I think I've learned enough within the last 4 or 5 years of me working at a hotel that I can really open up a really good hotel that will satisfy most people, because you can't satisfy everybody. All right, so if you have any comments or concerns or questions about what it's like working for a hotel, or stories about it, leave a comment, man. Send me an email. My email is itsgippetto@gmail.com. My Instagram is @itsgippetto. And yeah, let's discuss stories and share stories, man. I want to hear from you. All right, it's your boy Geppetto signing off. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Tell some friends, man. I'm trying to get to 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, man. I rock with you. I love you guys. Peace.